So when we are looking at images from a historical perspective, we want to gauge a few things very quickly. First thing we want to look at are the people who's involved. Second thing we want to do is look at the objects that are around. And the third thing we want to look at is what is happening, what is going on overall. So firstly, looking at the people in this image right here, we can take a look at a few things to see who is there. And we can look at what they're wearing and what they look like, what they're doing. But ultimately, we can see that these are obviously people in the army based on their uniforms, based on their helmets. And then we can see there is a central figure right here as well. There's probably someone that's a little more advanced, just basically by looking at their clothes. What are they doing? As you can tell, their motion, their body language here, we can see that they're walking. It's important to note what they're doing because that might inform us of ways to understand what's going on here. Clearly they're walking. We can then ask where are they walking to, where are they walking from, what is the significance of the way that they are walking in this format, in this fashion. Another thing we can look at is their emotions. How do they feel? If you take a look at our centralized figure right here, he does appear to have a smile on his face. Well, what is that saying? What could be going on that could make him look that way? Is there emotion of sadness, of being happy? Is it solemn? Is it something that is maybe important or significant in that way? Second thing we can look at are objects in and around the area. We can look at specifically clothing, as I've already mentioned, but we can also look at what's going on, things in the background or things in the forefront. We can see that there is a building that they are in front of. It has some lettering on it. We can take a look at some of the architecture and some of the style here. Looking at this, it looks like this was not taken in America just by looking at these objects. Sometimes we can see things that explain the situation to us. Perhaps we can take a look at this building and say, okay, based on this building, it could be in this time period, or perhaps even based on their uniforms, it could be from this time period. This specifically is from World War II, and you can even see it says 1945 in the bottom corner here. So another question to ask about the activities is not only just what they're doing, currently they're walking, but what could have happened before and what is going to happen after. Something to think about in this story is where are they coming from? Why are they walking through this town street? If you take a look at the people in the background even, you can see that they're watching these passersby. So what is the significance of this? And then where do you think they might be going to? What do you think they might be doing once they get there? So those are a few things to look at when you look at images, the people that are in the image, the objects that are in the image, and then general activities and action that's happening as part of your image. And hopefully that will help you understand a little more historical photographs.